go through. With PTSD also, I'm ex-military. But I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm going to freestyle, and then I'm going to tell y'all a little something. Because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. But when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough. But say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.iamenough365.com.
Y'all know I be getting caught up, right? Happy rising, everybody. Happy rising. It's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get her done. What is it that you need to get done today? Somebody ring the bell because it's time. This is the Wake Up Winning call for entrepreneurs, those aspiring to become entrepreneurs, and those supporting other entrepreneurs. So I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the room. If this is your first time, say first time. And if it's not, welcome back. We're in what? Day 85? Is that right? Hello. Is that right? We are in day 85 of our 100 days of motivation to manifestation. I'm in awe. I am in awe. You know what? Who's up ready to rock and roll today? If that's you, say me, 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 me. Hashtag wake up winning. Hashtag I am enough. Did y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day yesterday? Are you expecting a wonderful day today? I feel like a weather reporter, right? And the weather reporter comes on and say, well, today it's going to be filled of possibilities. Okay, I'm getting my acting thing on. Okay, right. Wait. Hold up. Okay. So today, beautiful people, it's going to be filled of an exciting times. And all you have to do is just get your mind right. So I want to know who has their mind right, who has their mind right, and who is ready to win. Because if you're ready to win, then today is your special day. So go ahead on and put on that special coat of armor to protect you against all harm and danger. Put on your protective coat that's going to protect you against all those negative thoughts, especially the ones that you may have rattling around inside of you. Because today is that day. How did I do? How did I do, y'all? That was improv. That was improv. I cracked myself up. So come on in here and let everybody know that it's time to win. Invite some friends. This is just that call to just get you going in the morning. I'm not going to be before you long, but I do want to tell you to make sure you're drinking your water so you can stay hydrated. And that kind of wore me out right then. So I know I need to take a sip of water. And do me a favor. Go ahead on and share this information out. Maybe you know somebody that needs some inspiration. I have been just having a great time in my life. You ever get to a place where nothing or no one is going to stop you? You ever get to that place in your life where nothing and no one is going to stop you from having a great day? To me, that's the epiphany of waking up winning. Because no matter what circumstances come in at you, you got to decide on, if I'm breathing, then I'm believing. If I'm breathing, then I'm believing that I'm going to get past whatever's going on. I'm going to stand strong through the storms. The storms come and they go. So, people are feeling like they feel for whatever reason. We do certain things and it make us feel good, and then you kind of get to a point in your life, and that's where I am in my life at this point of just feeling great. And it's not predicated on anything. The only thing that determines my feel great attitude is me. That's the only thing. It's nothing outside of me. Everything is internal. And that's a perfect place to be. And yet a lot of people are not there. So let's just send those that aren't there. Let's just send them some special light, special vibrations. Everybody hit that bell, sending them some light and vibrations. Because what I realize is that everybody can be there, but everybody's not there. And if everybody was there, then I'm sure this world would be a much better place. We suffer from the inside and then we act out, right? And we don't want to do that. This is the Wake Up Winning group for entrepreneurs. So I'm mainly talking to my entrepreneurs, because sometimes our decisions that we make every day cause us to not be in alignment. Just out of habit. Sometimes it's, whatever reason, I don't know, some circumstances or some things that we felt like holding us back. But I titled today's talk, Create or Disintegrate, because you're either doing one or the other. You're either moving backwards, and to me, if you're standing still, then you're moving backwards, or you're moving forward. And what helps that is that ability to create, the ability to always want to move in the direction of growing and joy and loving, knowing that there's all these possibilities, to live out a life of abundance is dynamic. But yet you have voices inside of you, you have situations around you, and especially, in an environment, there's a lot of things, and I probably will take time and just bring that to you more organized. But there's always a lot of things that causes us to think certain ways, right? Our environment, the way we were raised, current situations, the way we handle things, our own emotions, all these things cause us to move a certain way. And we have to then always seek to get a grip on personal development, and when we have to stay in personal development. Like, I do a lot of teaching personal development, but I'm also always in the mode of personal development, like watching where I put my actions, watching what I'm speaking, watching what I'm doing, watching who I'm doing it with, who am I talking to, is this person uplifting me or are they pulling me down, and when, as a winner, it's simply a determination that you're going to keep trying to win. You're going to keep trying to find those solutions. You're not going to succumb to the lower vibrations of, I can't do it. If it hasn't happened yet, it's not going to happen. You got to think beyond what you see in your current circumstances. And this is the magic that we have. When we gather together, it's to support one another. It's for you to place down your good thoughts, to send up those hearts, those love, that like, to hit the thumbs up button, to hit the share button. All of this is called participating in life. Because if you showed up right now, then it was a reason. So why not dive in deep? Don't be a looky loo and just don't say anything and say, well, I'm looking, but I don't want to, I don't want to hit no buttons. I don't want nobody to know I'm watching or whatever. Don't do that. When I'm blessed and fortunate to get on other people's broadcast or lives or participate in any way, I'm always participating. I'm always going to let them know that I was in the building. I'm always going to drop some positive comment down there. Like, I might only can pop in for like 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm gonna let you know that I was there for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna say, hey, happy rising, kings and queens. Everybody have an outstanding, fabulous day. Like, something to leave, some deposit, something along the way of our journey, right? So you create that environment that you want to participate in. You're the magic, you're the sauce, you're the secret sauce, you're the secret weapon, you're the essential worker. So you got to go in there and create this magic. You got to campaign for your own dreams. True, 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 true. So anyway, let's see who's in the room. I know I came in hot this morning. That was just like my glad to see you. Glad to see you today. So just to let you know that Grady Taylor's in the building. Happy rising, Grady Taylor. What's up, King? Monica's in the building. Happy rising, Monica. How are you? How are you? How are you? I know that Yvette is in the building, but she said something's going on Facebook. I don't know, Yvette. Don't worry about that. Don't put that energy into what's not working. Put what is working. Okay. We know you out here. We know you out here. So happy rising, Demetria. How are you? How are you today, Queen? How are you? How are you? Happy rising, Monica. Monica says, Grand Rising, Kings and Queens. Yes, yes, yes. So A1 Day 1, this is Yvette. A1 Day 1, Boston in the building. Day 85, y'all. Day 85. Yes. Woo, woo, woo. I gotta bring the bell on that one again. Day 85. We got Tampa, Florida in the house. Thank you, Tampa. Thank you, Tampa, Florida, for lighting up on that. What's that? The East Coast? Is that the West Coast? Is that the East Coast? Yeah, that's the East Coast. Okay. The South, the dirty South, right? Okay. Well, y'all gets the gist of it. Keep up, keep up. So hashtag wake up winning, hashtag I am enough. Make sure you tell me where you're tuning in from. Jonesboro is in the building. Jonesboro, Georgia. Yes, yes, yes. She's holding it down on the south side. Happy rising, kings and queens. That's what Vivian wants to tell everybody. I want y'all to make sure y'all tag a friend and tag a friend and tag a friend and say, you know what? Come on in here, friend. It's time to win. We don't bite. We just want you to win. We want you to keep winning. We want you to keep winning. And we've been working on this affirmation for about 10-14 days. I don't know. I don't keep up with the time. I'm not the timekeeper. I'm the one getting the work done. I can't keep up with the time too. But this affirmation is what we've been working on. And if you're new and you say first time, take a moment and write this affirmation down for yourself, especially if you're in business or you're going to work on your job. It doesn't matter. This is just a great, wonderful affirmation to carry with you for increase. I call it the affirmation for increase. So it says, I have a wonderful business in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for a wonderful pay. This is the affirmation of increase. And I think you should write it out and you should carry it around. And before you go into that business meeting, you should read it to yourself. Before you go on that job, you should read it to yourself. Before you make that business call, you should read it to yourself. Throughout the day, you should just read this affirmation to yourself so you will stay in alignment with receiving. Somebody say receiving. So because you're talking about you're giving your great services and your great business, so you should always expect to receive, right? Right? True, true. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. That's my statement. So let's see. Who else we got in the building? Who else? And as you come in and you hit the replay, #replay, and just, participate all the same. It doesn't matter if you come through later, tomorrow, the day after, whenever you see this video, feel free to participate and drop your good positive words down here in the feed at any time, whether it's live or you're watching a recording. Energy is always energy. Energy, the divine purpose of energy is to always stay in motion. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be over there in Australia. You could be in Africa. You could be in US. You could be in Ireland. It doesn't matter where you are because energy is energy, and everything is energy. It's always in motion. In motion. Yes. So, I am doing super fantastic. Somebody said, let's see, trying to see where we are receiving. Yes, I had to catch up with the comments. So, this is the thing. And I wrote this title, Create or Disintegrate, because some things need to be disintegrated, right? Some things you just need to say, you know what, let me let that go. Let me have a burning on that one. And I don't know if any of you do like moon rituals or whatever, or just however you decide to release stuff, because certain things have to be released. Certain things always need to be released in us. That's just the way life is. Just like we need to make room. So I think I was making room for something. I don't know what it was, but just in terms of doing a lot of cleaning. And I'm rarely inspired to clean. Rarely. It's just like, to me, cleaning is a waste of time. Um, especially when you have a lot of kids and you clean it up and then they get it right back out of order. So it's like, forget that. But there is a sense of organization that you need to do to create, so getting into the right type of space, like creating the right space. If y'all notice, like, I'm not in my usual space area, just because I'm doing something. I'm doing things. It's a lot going on over here, trust me. But as I sat back and I shared this with you yesterday, you have to let go and you have to say no sometimes in order to do the things that you need to do. And you have to be okay with it. And that's what I'm talking about, finding that peace within. Because let's face it, you can't please everybody, and you shouldn't even try. You should just try to stay in alignment with purpose and being gentle. And well, it used to be the saying that I heard that people, I'm a butcher it, so I'm not even going. I'm trying to figure it out, and I come back to you. But as we learning more how to create, and everything, I'm talking about, because when you think about create, what do you think about? Do you think about just things, or do you think about thoughts, or do you think about a new you, or what do you think? Somebody tell me, what do you think about? And keep up with my talk so I can keep up with the comments. So what do you think about when you think about create? What do you think about? For me, I think about the person that, because this is motivation to manifestation. So I think about who I want to be And then what things do I want around me when I think about creativity? When I think about that, I think about, am I doing the things that I'm supposed to do for these different situations that I have in my life? I'm connected with a lot of different, or I don't want to use the word a lot, several. I'm connected with several outlets, in media, production, publishing, business, is community, and I have to always think in terms of, am I staying in alignment with that? Am I giving that attention that it needs to be given attention to? Am I taking on too much? To always become more aware, I should say, is one thing that I strive to create, this sense of awareness. So I do a lot of meditating, because when I meditate, when I get quiet and I get still and I get purposeful in my meditation, things come to me and I feel like I'm like almost like reborn or revitalized. Does somebody understand what I'm saying? If you feel me, say I feel you, or say true, true, or whatever. But I understand that there's these things that always come along and can like take us off that path. So therefore, I'm always trying to create these ways how to stay in the path. So I literally will say, well, you know what, right now I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch a little Netflix, right? And I'm gonna watch this show, and like Netflix, you can be on, what's that Netflix, like on what's that, where it's one show after the other after the other after the other. God, I can't even think of what it is. Like what, somebody help me out with the word. What's the word? I can't even think right now. What they say, what is that word? Yeah, come on. Were you watching one thing after another, like on the same series? Okay, whatever. Anyway, I've explained it enough for you to know what I'm saying. So then I find myself saying, okay, well, that's enough of that, and I'll put a timer on it. I'll say, because of course, you can find yourself going from one series to the next, watching one thing. I'm watching what am I watching? I'm watching Crown now, which is very fascinating series. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Frida. Happy rising, Frida. So, I say, well, okay, I'm gonna watch this until like 2 o'clock. And then that's it, right? And I say, click, I hit the button and go on to something else. Well, I think this, right, a marathon. That's it. The same thing. Series, a marathon, whatever. It's all the same. You just kind of keep going and going and going and going and going. You look up, it's midnight. You've been sitting there all day. You be like, what happened? So I would suggest that when we indulge in stuff, we are so aware that we know how much time we want to give something. We say, you know what, I'm gonna give such and such a certain amount of time, and then I'm gonna go give something else. Because if you sit up and you be like watching, and you're like, well, what happened? Where did the time go? Well, it was a mismanagement of time. So I just want to say that this is one way of disintegrating and not even realizing that we're disintegrating, but we're disintegrating. We come out of the forefront of creating to disintegrating. So I just wanted to drop that little nugget down. And I guess it kind of goes with time management, time awareness, thinking about like, it's cool if you decide to give up your day to relaxation, then that's cool. But you can't say, I'm gonna give up my whole week to relaxation, unless you vacating and you vacationing and vacate. Just think about that word, vacate, absence. You know, yeah, okay, you get the gist. So I got a question, and my question is, binging. That's it, binging. See, that all of those words work, right? Marathon, a series, because you're watching a series, one thing. Binging, yep, they all work. Thank you. Oh, I just love y'all. Y'all the bomb.com, okay? Now what was I getting ready to say before I that came back to me? I'm having a fun time. I was like, what are you talking about, Wanda? So when you become okay. My question, I know what now. Thank you, Spirit brought it back to me. My question is, what's urging you to grow? That's my question. Because again, in this whole thing about creating and this whole thing about manifesting, what is urging you to grow? What is urging you to grow? What is urging you to grow? That's a question. And that has to constantly be on the forefront of things, so you don't have these extended marathons or extended binges of relaxation, of being being sitting back chilling. I almost get irritated when I hear that word, and I have to learn how to be tolerant in that word of when people say I'm just chilling. I'd be like, ooh, but that's me. That's my own, them is my own issues, and it must be something about me that I'm like, why is that word irritating me when people say that? Well, for one thing, I know because when you chilling, it lacks production. And I'm like, I want you to be in production. I want you to be striving for that win, like to be determined that I'm going to I'm giving it all I got, and I'm not buying no excuses. I'm waking up winning on purpose, on with purpose, in my divine destiny of everything, like these are the things that excite me. These are the things that turn me on. And so when I hear that word chilling, I'm like, what exactly? Somebody explain to me, like, what does that mean? And is that okay? Like all the time? It, do you have a chill meter? Do you say I'm, but I guess it's just a word and people use that word. So I could say, well, I guess I was chilling. I guess I was chilling for about 2.5 hours yesterday, just on some chill, just to relax. I mean, I guess when I'm cooking, I'm chilling. When I think I'm chilling when I'm cooking, or maybe I'm chilling when I'm, you know, scrolling through Facebook. I don't know, but that word just drives me bananas. Somebody, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, moving right along. So let's see. Did y'all answer that question? Um. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me get back up here. This thing be moving so fast. I gotta see. Okay, so life and me is urging me to grow. Okay, so this is what Monica say. Monica, you gotta break that down for me. That the will to love, the will to love is urging you to grow. Racing, the will to live. Okay, I don't know what this means. Racing, I'm not real clear at that, but the will to live, because I know Vivian is going through some health challenges. So let me just take that for a second. Y'all, I'm gonna warn y'all, I might go over about 5 or 10 minutes. But so if Vivian's is the will to live, then everything associated, it should be drawn like a magnet, like drawn into me. And Vivian was on a talk. We weren't together. I put a live up and she joined in, and it was the was it the wellness doctor, or I wrote it down, but I know I don't have it near me, the information. But anyway, when you get on this journey of like health and optimum health, then you want to be creating a healthier lifestyle for yourself. Therefore, you always got a ear listening to learning, learning herbs, learning something. Yesterday, okay, no, not yesterday. Well, anyway, it could have been yesterday for all y'all know. It was on Saturday. So Saturday I went to the market, right? And they had turmeric, fresh turmeric. I've only seen I guess it depends on what market I go to. So like in your, typical markets like a Kroger's or something like that, which some of you may know what Kroger's is, but they don't have like all of the exotic herbs and different things. It's like it's real selective. But so they had some turmeric. They had fresh turmeric, and that turmeric was $8 a pound. I said, these people, they are making people really, they discourage people from being in optimum health because of the marketing, because of trust me, I believe that the pharmaceutical company is in bed with the farmers, is in bed with the grocery store. I believe that they all in cahoots together, because there's no way in the world that you should take a herb, a product, God created product, and tax it so much. It's no way in the world that you should do that. That's why I'm encouraging y'all and I know I'm subject jumping, but that's okay. Y'all can keep up. Y'all smart. Do things for yourself. Like I learned how to sprout onions tops and stuff. You just put the onion in the water and it sprouts itself, and then you can plant that. So if you want to keep live herbs and stuff around you, because I love to cook with live herbs. They're better for you, and your food tastes so flavorful. It tastes so much better. The problem is they spoil fast, so you almost need like the plant. You need like to create yourself a herb garden. And I'm talking to this because Vivian shared what she's doing, and I know she's on that path, like that holistic path. So, please go check out Vivian. She's so smart. She gives a lot of information. So when I seen this turmeric, and the turmerics look like, has anybody ever seen turmeric? My first time seeing the turmeric was maybe like a month ago. And I probably just paid it attention. You know how you don't even notice a red car until you get a red car, and then you see all the red cars. So about um I started when I went shopping one day, and I said, "Oh, that's a turmeric," and it looks like ginger, but it's orange. You can see the orange color from it. So I was like, I'm gonna give me some turmeric. So I went to get it. I looked up at the price. I was like, $8 a pound. Are they kidding? I got it anyway, right? But this is kind of like the discouraging point of where you have to determine what you want for your life and what people are trying to give you for your life. Now, why is it so easy for you to run up into McDonald's for $1 and get all the poison that they can find and put it in your body, yet they want to tax you to put some great stuff in your body? Because it's deliberate. It's a game plan. This doggone, and why are you getting so off subject? That's okay. Y'all just keep up. This talk has went a totally different way. Okay, so bear with me. This virus that's going on, it's like a super cold, and yes, people have died from it. Yes, but most of these people had preconditions. So it's like in my mind, this is the time for us to be in the mode of optimum self-care, optimum self-health, optimum to optimize our own internal mindset, for us to be thinking as many positive, lovely thoughts, because emotions also make you sick. Like they had this election, you got people celebrating, you got people angry. For me, I celebrate life every day. I'm not getting ready to, raise a flag on this or lower one on that, because I celebrate daily. And when you celebrate daily, and when you know that you're celebrating from an internal point of view, perspective, not an external, then it doesn't matter. So it's like This reminds me of OJ. Y'all remember when OJ and you had people really mad and people really happy. It's like what? See, and at that time I wasn't as aware as I am now. I was just a kid, but I'm like, this is ridiculous, right? Um, I get it. People need something to celebrate. But how about we try to figure out how to celebrate our own self? How about we try to figure out how to celebrate our own happiness, our own wellness, our own, our businesses? How about you campaign for your own business? Whew. So, where it comes to the question, what's urging you to grow? And if it is, my optimum health is urging me to grow. Therefore, I am very intentional every day about what I cook, what I eat, who I talk to. Because if I'm at optimum health, I don't want just my body at optimum health. I want my mind at optimum health. I want my energy level very, very high. And I talk to people and they'll tell me things and they'll be saying stuff. And I find myself wanting to always recommend change your diet. I just always want to recommend that. And I'm having to kind of slow myself, kind of like, let me not interject. But then that's why I have my people that I could talk to, and we talking like this, and it's good stuff. We're fueling the fire, feeding the fire. We're turning the flames up. So because they'll say, well, why don't she get on with that? Why don't she get on with that's all she hear? But I think this is my 105th day of vegan celebration. And every day I'm impressed with just my mindset, just my way of thinking, my activity, my joy, my discipline. 100 days of motivation to manifestation came to me during the time when I was in my vegan celebration. So I started that prior to this 100 days of motivation to manifestation. And it was just a spirit just said, hey, do this. And so I did this. A lot of people say, well, what's going on during COVID? I said, well, I find myself super busy. I find myself with more productions and more people drawn to me, the more inspiration going out, more things coming in. I feel that I discovered an elevation. So this is what waking up winning is. It's not just physical, and it's probably 10% physical. It's your emotional way that you're waking up winning, your spiritual way that you're waking up winning, your divine intelligence that wakes you up winning. All of these things add value to our day-to-day existence. And you're the valuable, you're the one bringing the value, because if you get better, then you can help other people get better, right? If you're pushing forward, then you pull somebody along with you. If you're elevating, then it helps elevate things around you. And this is why I asked the question, what's urging you to grow? Because if you don't grow, then you're dying. And you have to make a decision, is, am I going to be growing or am I going to die? And it comes down to, I don't want to die. It's not my time to die. So as I was stating with COVID is this virus, but the virus can't live in a healthy body. You need to, I would think that the number one talk should be closing down all these fast food restaurants, figuring out how we can replace for every fast food restaurant that's out to kill you, which they are. Heart disease, number one, still, believe it or not, People still die. Number one on the list is heart disease. Why? Because this clogs your artery. Why? Because you're putting junk in your body. Because we're not exercising. Because we're thinking all these crazy thoughts. These are the killers. But why aren't we talking about that? Why? Because it's an agenda, and the agenda is to kill us. To trick you into thinking that this pill is going to save your life, where that's not it. That shot is what you need, where that's not it. You know what you need? You need to understand this of you are valuable to you, and you have to do everything you need to do about yourself. So that means if you have to stop hard, if you got to do a hard stop on what you're doing, then do a hard stop. Be good with it. I do hard stops all the time. I do hard stops and fast takeoffs all the time. What they say, and I like this saying right here where it says, if you're going to if you're going to try something, try it quickly so you can fail fast. Try it quickly so you can fail fast. So if you're gonna fall down on your face, you take off, boom, you hit your head, you jump back up, wipe the blood off, keep right on going. So what is urging you to grow? Now, if you see that all these things is going on, y'all so happy. Some of y'all so happy. Y'all got a new master in the White House now. So you got to learn how to master yourself. How are you mastering yourself? Are you falling for the okie doke, or are you saying, you know what? Let me get out here and start walking. Let me get out here and create a walkers club. Let me get out here and plant some food. Let me get out here and buy some soil and figure out how to plant some collard greens or something. Let me take care of my family. Let me remove all these preservative products and get all this junk out the house. Let me take myself off of fast food and start cooking. Let me do some prep on Sunday so I can get all my stuff together. Let me fix me a big bowl of soup so I can keep my one of my caregivers for my daughter. She used to feed my baby chicken soup every single morning when she came over. And she told me when I picked up a lid, she told me, Mommy, Miss Grimes say that chicken soup is good for you. It helps keep you healthy. I said, okay then. So we have to take control of ourself. We got to do self-control. We have to do self-interest. What is in it for you? They talk about, this is going to be better. That's going to be worse. This was worse. That was better. But the key factor is myself. Am I better or am I worse? Am I using the tools at my disposal to my best ability, or am I just leaving it to someone else to take care of? So I want to say, when you make up your mind that you're going to do something, then there's nothing to stop you. Because even you can say, well, I will work out, but I can't go to the gym. You got a house, right? Even if you standing in place walking, set the timer, stand in place and walk for 20 minutes. If you can't go outside, if you stay in a 2-story house or a 3-story house, how about you just run up and down the stairs, for 10 minutes? Start off for 5 minutes. That might be too much for 10 minutes. But you say, well, you know what? I'm going to start off for 5 minutes and I'm going to be disciplined and I'm going to do 5 minutes for 5 days. And then you increase it. I'm going to do 10 minutes for 10 days. And then you increase it again. And you say, I'm going to do 20 minutes for 20 days. Whatever you need to do to trick your mind into coming onto your side to be creative instead of being disintegrated on the things that aren't producing for you. So you have to make your mind up and say, you know what? I'm going to try it quickly so I can fail fast. People that sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity and waiting for time for somebody to tell them how to move, what to do, it doesn't work out that way. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Trust me. We're too creative to not take action. Allow your creativity to put you into action, not you just sit back thinking for another excuse of why you can't do something. So if you know, I just have to limit myself around people that operate out of a lot of fear, and they don't even know that they're operating out of fear. These are great people with PhDs and doctor's degrees and stuff, and yet they talking and things coming out of their mouth. I'm like, ugh. No, like, no, we're not talking about that. That's doesn't make any sense. What is it that you do? Take yourself off of milk, that creates mucus. Mucus clogs up stuff in your body. This is the problem. See, the problem is, and you want to know why? I know, this call is not limited to Black people, but I just want to say this to my Black people, to us African kings and queens, descendants of the great continent. We're in the worst health ever. Why? Especially in America. And you got to say why? Because it's systematic. It's systematic. And when you know you're in a system that's not working for you, you got to say, you know what, I'm going to get out of that. You see, it's not popular for you not to say you're going to certain places. That's not popular. It's popular for you to do things that's degrading. It's popular. So you have to get yourself out of that system and put yourself in the better system and say, you know what, I'm going to do the things that's better for my health. Because if I get my health together, if I get my body together, if I get my mind together, if I get my business together, then I'm going to help other people get their stuff together. I'm going to help my family, because my family is going to look at me and say, yeah, she got her mind together. Well, what did that look like? She got this together. What did that look like? He got that together. So this is what Wake Up Winning is all about, right? We got to make these determinations right now before we go into the new year. We need to decide on what are we going to focus on now. I don't care what happens. It's like if they send you to prison, they lock you up. They never can lock up your mind. I wrote a poem in that book, Wake Up Winning, and it was about that. Because we always in charge of us, if we want to be. This is the last thing I want to leave you with, and I apologize for going over, but I thank you for hanging out with me. And if you got to go, you got to go. But this is what we need to do to get all of this back on track and keep it on track. We are in our 100 days of motivation to manifestation. We have to be so laser focused now, more than ever, of developing what I call, hey, Latanya, above average intensity. Above average intensity to self. What is that? What does that need to look like for you? Above average. So you can't expect to have an above average lifestyle or walk in this, hey, I want to make, above average income if you don't develop an above average intensity about what you're doing. So I asked the question, what's urging you to grow? You have to have this above average intensity about developing it, about creating it. Makes sense? So I just want you to, I want you to really take everything that I say. I know some of it probably was, hopefully I didn't lose you in the message, but this is about you. See, every day that I made this commitment to come to you is about you. Waking up winning are the choices that we make every single day. So if your choices are to chill, I don't know what that looks like. But if your choices are to create, I know what create looks like. Happy rising, Jacqueline. I know what that looks like. if your choices are to do, you can see that. So start visualizing more about what it is you want to create and start creating it. Try it quickly so you can fail fast. Don't sit back saying, I wished I would have did that and I don't know if that would have worked. You have to just say, you know what? I'm going to give life all I got, and I'm going to give it all I got right now. Right now in this moment, I'm going to give life all I got. So if it's any part of your life that you need to shift and you need to make changes to, make those changes right now. Don't wait till December the 1st. Don't wait till January the 1st. I get almost pissed off when I hear people say, well, I'm going to wait till Monday. No, when it's Thursday or when it's Wednesday, you don't have to wait. Procrastination is the killer of all things, because it always going to be something that's not right. So it'll always be something that needs a little bit of extra this, or I don't have that, or something like this. Figure it out. And this is why you have resources. So what you're saying is you need more resources. And what I'm saying is maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you just need to find a way to create something. Maybe you just need to find a way to tap into something. Maybe you just need to find out who to call. And maybe you just need to take action. Maybe you just need to do it from where you are. So that's my talk to you. I could go on and on because this is very, very passionate with me. Develop a above average intensity. And it can start with something like a handshake. Develop an above intensity of how you going to shake somebody's hand. Do you shake somebody's hand firm, or do you give them the slow shake? It could be something as simple as a smile. How are you smiling? Are you smiling with an intensity like they know that you just happy to see them? And how are your disciplines? Develop an above average intensity starting right now in this moment, and figure it out. Ask the question, what's urging you to grow? And then try something quickly. Okay? That's my time. I love you guys. I appreciate. Now this is my salutation to you. Yes, I make up words if you didn't know. I want you to walk in your greatness. Bold. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your energy. I want to thank you for every share. I want to thank you for every comment. I want to thank you. I want you to know that I appreciate you. Hey, Monica Pope. How are you, Queen? I want you to know that I appreciate you. And together, we are winning. I'm going to grab MC Class and let him take us out. I'll see you tomorrow. It will be day 86, but we're going to enjoy day 85. So please take this information and put it to use, okay? Have fun. I love you, love you, love you. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peace and bye for now.
Go through with PTSD. Also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle, and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone, did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic, I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I Alright, I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now are totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say I am enough.
I am enough.
Say I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8 seat.